Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me for today's Timeless Pick a Card Tarot reading. I always set my intentions for your highest and best good. To choose your reading, you can choose from one of the stones or crystals or one of the cards that I'm about to reveal. All of the readings links are listed in the description box below. For reading number 1, we have Fossilized Wood. And for reading number 2, we have Black Tourmaline. For reading number 3, we have Clear Quartz. If you want to choose without looking at the cards, only looking at the crystals, and you need a little more time, you can pause the video now. All right, let's see what the cards are. For reading number 1, you have Apple, which is card number 26. And for reading number 2, Marigold, which is card number 40. And for reading number 3, Purification, Snapdragon, which is card number 41. Let your intuition be your guide. Whichever crystal and or image you're most drawn to is most likely the reading meant for you. And I want to let you know that during the next new moon on December 30th, 2024, I'm giving away a free personalized tarot reading. All you have to do to qualify for that drawing is subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, and type "I attract joy and success" in the comments below. Good luck. Hello, reading number 1. You chose the Fossilized Wood, which helps connect you to Earth's energy, fostering a sense of grounding and stability. It carries with it an ancient wisdom from an ancient times, promoting patience, persistence, and an understanding of natural cycles. With its connection to ancient trees, it enhances your ability to connect with ancestral energies and the wisdom of the past. Fossilized wood soothes anxieties and brings a calming energy that helps with contemplation and introspection. It encourages personal growth and transformation by integrating lessons from the past. Which, you know, this is a perfect match with this Apple card. Continuance or continuity really, right? So it's something happens in the past, you take from it what you need, it's over, and it fertilizes the next season. I'm also hearing wisdom, ancient wisdom, ancestral wisdom. Let's get some more cards and see what other clues we can get. Some practical change you can make, some small change that's going to make a big difference in your life. This is what your ancestors want to share with you at this time. All right, let's take both of these that kind of slid out. We have Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. And I am seeing these little spirals on her arm. Again, a reference to cycles, change. We have butterflies, transformation. If you have a passed on loved one that appears to you as a butterfly, this could be a message from them. Otherwise, it is a message from your ancestors. They want you to know that you are loved. And Shaman, trust in higher forces. Yeah, I told you that I was hearing magical knowledge, magical wisdom. trust. There's something about, for example, if you consume an apple while you're consuming it, being aware of not only the nutritional value that it has that's being absorbed into your cells, but the wisdom that you're gaining from it, the spiritual energy. You're not just consuming a physical energy, you're consuming a vibration, a spiritual energy, and making that experience magical. This is going to help keep you grounded and present in the moment. All right, let's see what else we can find out. That is a very small, practical change that's going to make a big difference in your life, is just being aware of those little moments, like eating something, and thinking about not only what it's doing for you physically, but what it's doing for you energetically and spiritually. What else does reading number one's ancestors want them to know about making a small, practical change, and what kind of difference will it make in their life? Earthworm, clarity and rumination. So this is going to help you to be focused on what your goals are. That's part of also the message of this apple card, is planning and taking steps. If something doesn't work, isn't right, not to spend too much energy or thought on the fact that it didn't work or didn't right, other than, storing that knowledge of, okay, this didn't work, let's try something else, to keep trying. Practicing this groundedness, this being present. I'm hearing like coupling intentions, whatever it is that you want, have a clear vision of it, and then coupling that intention with what you're doing in the present moment, rather than dividing your energy and spending time ruminating on things from the past or worrying about the future. This is going to make you feel safer, as well as feeling more grounded and stable. There's something about trusting in the cycles. Just trust that you're going to be provided for. All right. Tell us how these small, practical changes are going to make a big difference in reading number one's life. How are these small, practical changes going to make a big difference in reading number one's life? Oh, here we go. Four of Athens. It's going to allow you to feel more rested. We're also seeing this comforted. Yeah, your ancestors want you to know that this worry and rumination is depleting your energy. It's depleting your magic. It is a type of magic. It's almost like a black magic. Worry is like a negative prayer. And whether you're ruminating on the past, you're worrying about the future, replaying something that somebody said to you, if you have negative emotions about it and you keep thinking about it, it's like these cords of entanglement are formed, and the more you think about them, about these situations, these people, those cords of entanglement get stronger. And what bonds you to that past situation, circumstance, that person, it's like it thickens. It goes from being like a tiny, thinner than a hair strand, all until it's just like this giant vine that can be strangling. And it's the thicker it gets, the more energy it draws out of you. Wow. Thank you, ancestors, for that clear visualization of what's happening. They're saying instead, let those past things decompose and become the fertilizer for your dreams. You'll feel more rested. All right, what else? What other big difference can reading number 1 expect as a result of making these small practical changes? All right, you're going to be more resourceful, more powerful. You're going to be protected. We see this ring around her, this circle around her as she creates what she's creating. There's also a message of, if you have an idea to create something for yourself, to learn something new, you don't want to be ignorant of the past. If in the past you've shared something with someone and they had any kind of negative reaction to what you shared, whether it was that they made a face, or they said that's a waste of money, or, oh, you're never going to make that, so many people try that, or it's really hard to do that, whatever it is, don't tell that person. Don't tell anybody what your plan is. You see, she's all alone and she's protected. And she even has her raven, her familiar, keeping a watchful eye to let her know if anybody is approaching, because she doesn't want anyone to know what she's creating. She doesn't want to allow their energy to influence her creation. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. We see a man in this first card, a woman in this card, a man, a woman. It doesn't matter. It's just how it's depicted in this deck. Traditionally, the witch would be like the magician, which is usually male in most decks, but here it's a witch, and the energy of this card is that you're resourceful. You have the resources, you have access to the wisdom and the knowledge to create whatever it is that you want to create. And the practical step is to attach that vision, that intention to everything that you do. All right, let's see if we can get one more card. You're going to feel more powerful, all right, by protecting what you're doing and being grounded in the present moment and using your energy in the present moment to focus on what you want to create. You're also going to have more energy because your energy is not going to be drained by ties to past events or people. All right, what other big changes, big difference, noticeable difference can reading number 1 expect as a result of these small practical changes that they can make in their life? What other big difference can they expect in their life as a result of these small changes? That's too many cards. All right. Ace of Wands, love that. So passion, creativity, new ideas, more energy. This can also lead to a new enterprise, a new career, a new business venture or creative endeavor. Love this. So to summarize reading number 1, your ancestors want you to know by making the simple, practical, small change of replacing any rumination or worry And even if you're not doing that, if you maybe just aren't giving thought to your future goals and plans, the advice is to add intention of what it is that you want to create to everything that you do. So if you're eating something, thinking about, for example, if you're eating an apple, but it could be anything, thinking about how that apple is giving you wisdom, giving you intelligence, answers. It's giving you access to answers so that you can have the right problem-solving skills, creative problem-solving skills, resources, mindset, clarity to achieve your goals. Or let's say that you're consuming a cup of tea. You might be thinking about how it's giving you the inner peace, the vision to see the whole picture so that you can take the best path to achieve what you want to achieve. And it can also be integrated into other things that you do. Like as you get dressed, you might think about how these clothes are both a protector of your energy, and they also help others to see your best qualities. And whatever it is that you're going to be doing that day, it's somehow going to enhance those traits in you in order for you to do the best that you can at whatever task it is that you're going to undertake. So brushing your teeth, taking a bath, getting dressed, everything that you do, just focusing on what you want as you do your regular daily things that you're already doing. Driving or commuting, taking the bus, the subway, whatever it is, couple it with your intention. And this is going to allow you to feel both more rested, more energized. It's going to give you access to paths and wisdom and solutions that you're not noticing now. And it's going to lead to new opportunities, new endeavors, greater passion for life, more creativity in your life. Reading number 1, absolutely love your reading. Please let me know what you saw, what you heard. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 2. You chose the black tourmaline, known for its powerful protective properties. It shields against negative energy, psychic attacks, electromagnetic radiation. It's a potent grounding stone connecting you deeply to the earth's stabilizing energies. It helps clear feelings of fear, anxiety, and worry, replacing them with a sense of security and calm. It absorbs and transmutes negative energy into positive vibrations. It promotes a sense of balance and stability, making it ideal for meditation and spiritual work. And the card that you chose is positivity. Love that, because the black tourmaline not only protects you from negative energy or absorbs it, but it actually transmutes it into positive vibrations. And here we have positivity. We also have here a dream catcher. And this pattern inside the dream catcher reminds me of like the nucleus of an atom, or maybe the path that the electrons take around the nucleus of an atom. All right. And you know, marigolds are often placed on altars when we are connecting with passed on loved ones. So this message may be from a passed on loved one, but it may also be from your ancestors or both. Let's get some oracle cards first and see what other information we can find out. Something small, practical that you can change that's going to make a big difference in your life. All right. Heart guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. So your passed on loved one, your ancestors, they want you to know that you're loved, and they want you to let yourself be loved. Remember, this is a general reading. Sometimes a very specific message will come in for someone. If it's not meant for you, be okay with that. There is someone listening who has a partner or spouse that has crossed over, and they maybe are thinking about a new romantic relationship, but they have mixed feelings. And your passed on loved one wants you to know that they want you to be loved. You deserve to experience physical love while you're still in your physical avatar. So it's like a permission slip, so to speak, from that person, if that makes sense. If this isn't you, remember this is a general reading. This is a message about you coming from a place of love when you do things. When you do things for yourself, when you do things for others. And the more that you act out of love rather than fear, the more you're going to feel loved and feel love. All right, let's get some more cards. Nope. All right, I'm going to take the top card. Too many cards fell out, but this is the one that showed. Lavender, tranquility, kindness, and self-care. Yeah, I knew it. There's a big message here about loving yourself. And the more you love yourself, the more you're going to feel loved. So again, there's like this idea of this permission slip of it's not selfish to take care of yourself. You taking care of yourself is actually the opposite of selfish, because when you take care of yourself, you're operating at your optimum. You're at your best so that you can do things for others in a better way. If you are depleted, if you're not cared for in all aspects, not just your physical needs being met, but your spiritual and emotional needs, every part of you, your mental needs, if every part of you is taken care of, then you can always be your best for others when you are with others. And it's more important to be your best with others maybe some of the time instead of not being your best all the time. And the way to achieve that is through self-love, kindness to yourself. All right, thank you. Yeah, there's like this guilt that they're helping you to transmute at this time. So far, the message is to take care of yourself, nurture yourself, and know that you are loved. Your ancestors, your passed on loved ones, they love you. What small practical changes can make a big difference in reading number 2's life? The Bobcat and Blackthorn, patience. Being patient with yourself. You don't have to get everything done right now. You don't even have to have all the answers right now. I'm hearing that there's someone who's working towards a goal currently and is critical with themselves for not achieving it fast enough. And your ancestors, passed on loved ones, want you to practice patience and kindness with yourself. Divine timing, you'll get there when you'll get there. And the more you take care of yourself, the more opportunities will reveal themselves. The more you're going to open up to the gifts that the cosmos has to offer you. All right, let's get some tarot cards and see what else we can find out. Okay. We have the Four of Wands, which means you're almost there. This is completing a goal. This is achieving something. And look at the bounty. This is also stability. Two of Wands, thinking outside of the box, expanding your vision, your horizons, creative solutions. And 10 of Pentacles. Wow. All three super amazing cards. All right, so by being patient with yourself, by being kind to yourself, using positive self-talk, notice when you're feeling judgment or critical towards yourself or even others, and just first become aware of it and then start to practice a kinder speech, kinder talk, kinder self-talk. Practice more patience. Catch yourself in those moments. If you're feeling pressured, that feeling of pressure is a form of stress, anxiety, nervousness, fear. It's feeling like if you don't do something right now, then this bad thing, there's going to be some negative consequence. So that is a form of fear. So instead, replace it with love. How can you do this thing out of love? So a simple example might be, maybe you have a to-do list for the day, but you don't have enough time to get all of those things done today. Then you get done what you get done. Maybe you prioritize which things are the most important for that day and make sure you get those things done. And instead of feeling bad about what you didn't get done, be happy that you got done what you did and that tomorrow you won't have to do those things that you did today because you already checked them off your list. So celebrate what you've accomplished rather than focusing on what you haven't accomplished. And if you do this simple, small, practical thing, you make that small, practical change of recognizing what works, what was achieved, whether it's yourself or with others, then what you're going to see is the harvest is multiplied. What you reap will be multiplied. So for example, they're showing me someone who asked a child to do the dishes. And maybe the child is actually excited. They're very young and they're excited to do the dishes because they've seen the adults do the dishes. So to them, it seems like something fun to do. Oh, I get to do what an adult's doing. I'm going to do the dishes. So they do the dishes, and then the adult says, oh, well, you didn't do it right. You didn't get all the food off of this plate. This fork is still dirty. You broke this one, you chipped this cup. And they start to point out everything that this small child did wrong. And now this child isn't excited about that anymore. So the next day, when the adult asks, do you want to do the dishes? The child's like, no, because they don't want to receive all of that criticism or blame. And so instead, if the adult had been like, you know, even if there were mistakes, if the adult was patient and recognized this is the first time this child did this, and their hands are little, and they may not even have the strength to get some of this food off, or maybe they don't have the discernment to recognize that there's still food on there. Just in their mind, they're going through the same actions that they see the adult do. And so maybe there's a kinder way, a more patient way, a more loving way to respond to what the child did. And maybe if you celebrate what the child did, then that child's going to continue to want to help you with chores around the house. And it's the same thing with yourself. You give yourself a list of chores to do. And if you congratulate yourself on what you accomplish at the end of the day, instead of admonishing yourself for what you didn't complete, then your emotional body, your little inner child, your mental state, your energy, everything is going to feel better about what was done. And you're going to see that your rewards get multiplied and new opportunities open up for you. And you begin to experience success in all areas of your life. Reading number 2. I absolutely love your message. This is a small, practical change you can make in just how you talk to yourself and others, coming from a place of love instead of fear. Notice those moments where you're feeling pressured and just take a deep breath and replace it. Adjust your vision and focus on what's working. Focus on efforts that were put into place. Celebrate your efforts and other people's efforts, and you're going to see your harvest multiplied. The 10 of Pentacles is an amazing card of abundance in all areas of your life. Please let me know what you heard, what you saw. I love to read your messages. Your ancestors want you to feel loved, open up to that love, and reap the rewards of it. I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. You chose the quartz crystal, known as the master healer because it amplifies energy, intention, and the effects of other crystals. It encourages mental clarity, helping you align with your goals and purpose. It connects with higher spiritual realms, opening pathways for intuitive insight and guidance. Facilitates physical, emotional, and spiritual healing by harmonizing your energy field. Helps program and amplify your intentions, making it a powerful tool for manifesting desires. And the card that you chose is Purification Snapdragon. The energy of this card is about reversals, things changing for the better. Let's get some more cards and see what else we can find out. What your ancestors want you to know at this time. Something that's going to make a big difference in your life. Some small practical change that can make a big difference in your life. Does reading number 3's ancestors want them to know? What small practical change? Okay, here we go. Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. This card is about subtlety. We see the praying mantis there, who sits and waits almost in meditative state for its prey and then seizes the opportunity at the right moment. So it's being adaptable. It's because they also are masters of camouflage. So there's a message of being adaptable and being graceful, being subtle, little nuances. What does reading number 3's ancestors want them to know? What small practical change can make a big difference in their life? Focus, regrowth, letting go. So with this word, purification, and now we see this sickle, letting go. There is something that you're meant to let go. Let's find out what that is. Remember, this is something small. This is a small practical change that can make a big difference in your life. The vulture and asphodel, upheaval. And of course, vultures are about death and rebirth. So we associate the vulture with death because it eats carrion. Without the vulture to do this important role in our ecosystem, there would be a spread of disease. And so in your life, if there's something that you're not allowing to clear away, to purify it, to let go of it, to release it, something from the past that has run its course, it's over, you've taken from it what you can, you've learned from it what you can, you've had those experiences. If you hold on to something that's already run its course, it's already completed its cycle, then you run the risk of it having a negative impact on your present. Just like this disease of the dead that the vulture helps to clear away. So holding on to something that's over, that's run its course, it's gonna slow your progress down. I don't think this is a major thing, because remember, the question is about small practical changes. And with this card, be graceful in movement and action, about being adaptable. It's like there's something you're working towards manifesting. With this clear quartz, there's something you're working on manifesting, and there's like something you've tried that didn't work. And so the advice that your ancestors want to give you is to try something else. Don't give up entirely because this one path didn't work. Be adaptable and try something else. All right, let's get some tarot cards and see if we can get some more information. What else do your ancestors want you to know about this small practical change and how it can make a big difference in your life? All right, it's going to move things forward. So there's something that you are trying to do, again, that it didn't work, and that's okay. That's not the right path. The path is going to reveal itself. Be ready to seize that opportunity. The battle wagon is like the chariot. This is a sign that things are going to be moving. Remember, with this card, I mentioned reversals. So there's something that seems like it's been stuck, and it's getting ready to shift. Be ready to seize that moment. All right, I like that. What else can you tell us about what this small change can lead to? What big difference is going to result in reading number 3's life from this small change? What can reading number 3 expect as a big difference in their life? Okay. Queen of Athame. The Queen of Athame is strategic. And again, we see her very poised and calm, being discerning, planning her next move. So what I think is things are going to shift very quickly for you. Be ready for that. There's something that you've been trying that it's the way that you're trying to achieve something that hasn't been working. And as soon as you let go of the idea of making it work in that specific way, the energy is going to move very quickly. So then you want to be ready. You want to be strategic. You want to be discerning. You want to plan your next move once this energy starts to... You hear the birds, hopefully, that are right outside my window, just like this. Wow. Confirming this message. Yes, once you let go of this one way of doing something, a new way is going to be revealed. The energies are going to shift, and your ancestors want you to be ready with a plan. It says focus, regrowth, right? They want you to be ready with what you're going to do next. So whatever that is for you that you've been working towards but feeling stuck in, get ready for it to shift. As soon as you let go of thinking this is how it has to be done, that energy is going to move, and it's going to be, you're going to have to plan the next move. Something's opening for you. I see an opening for you. A path, a door, something's opening. What else can reading at number 3 expect? What big difference in their life is going to result from this small practical change? Okay. We have the 8 of Chalices, which landed right here on this battle wagon. I wasn't expecting so many cards, but we'll take them. We have the 6 of Chalices, the Knight of Athame, and the High Priest. All right. You know, because this card landed on this, I feel like they go together. Because, let me tell you why. The 8 of Chalices is about walking away from something. All right, you're walking away from some method. You're not giving up on the project completely. You're not giving up on the goal, the aspiration, the dream. It's insisting that this is how you achieve it that you're walking away from. But what you're taking with you are, you see these maps, these plans, this knowledge, this way to navigate the new energy. And as soon as you walk away from this insistence on this is how it needs to be accomplished, or this is the only way it can be achieved, then things are going to move very quickly for you. The Six of Chalices is about memories, nostalgia. Perhaps this thing that you're trying to achieve, the way that you're trying to achieve it is based on some nostalgic memory of the past. And your ancestors want you to know you're going to make new memories. Right? And we are clearing away something from the past. You see how they're holding hands. What they're showing me is as long as you're holding on to that, whatever that thing is, that idea, that method, it's preventing you from moving forward. It's like pulling you in two different directions, dividing your energy. So just simply opening up to the possibility that there's a different way to do this is going to open a new door for you. And the Knight of Athame is also very energetic. What they're showing me is that things are going to move very quickly for you as soon as you let go of this, whatever it is. And the High Priest is about traditions, structure. So perhaps this is a clue as to what it is that you're holding on to. Perhaps it's time to create new traditions. There's some change on the horizon, and what your ancestors want you to be open to is that change. And the only way that you can be open to that change is by letting go of something. Perhaps it is a tradition or a traditional belief. Being open to this is going to move you closer to your goals in a very swift way. We have the Battle Wagon and the Knight of Athame, which are very fast-moving energies. Reading number 3, I see a big change on the horizon for you, and your ancestors want you to know that opening yourself up to the possibility that this change is positive, opening yourself up to alternate routes to your goals is going to move things for you very quickly in the direction that you want. It's going to lead you to your highest and best good. Reading number 3, so happy for you. Please let me know what you heard and what you saw. I love to read your comments. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.